It's the And the White Guy Show with Bruce Williams, Sharon Hollingdahl Williams, and sometimes Terry Reed. With Harry Swollensack and his orchestra, the Dick Dancer Dancers. Tonight's special guests include Jackie Byrd and everyone's favorite Undertaker and comedian Mark Gramm, with special reports and love from the Trailer Park Queen Jolene Sugarbaker.
Hey there, it's Jolene Sugarbaker, the Trailer Park Queen, and the world is falling apart, but I don't care. I'm gonna pretend that everything is okay and I'm happy. What are you doing to stay happy?
I tell you what we're doing to stay happy. We're down in our COVID dungeon.
Hey, Susie. Hi.
And we are having the time of our lives. This is our program for the evening, Saturday, June
6th?
6th?
This is June 6th.
7th.
Yes, it's June 6th.
6th.
June 6th.
June 6th. And
Say hi.
there's Percy. Percy welcomes you all. We have a big program lined up today. We have two huge interviews. One with our good friend and Native American entertainer and artist, Jackie Byrd. And then we're going to talk with Undertaker and comedian Mark Gramm.
And you don't find a combination of Undertaker and comedian every day.
No, you don't.
No.
And it's Mark, don't call me Cracker Graham.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we have a show that is packed with music, comedy.
Yes, he got a hair. Yeah, Kathy just said that you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're talking to Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get a haircut. My daughter cut my hair. We were both wearing masks, and she, of course, wants to protect her family and our grandkids and stuff. And
Yeah.
can you blame her?
Yeah, because you're a little germy. So,
I'm really germy. I've always been a germy person. You know? I'm Germanic. You know, I'm probably.
And he has yet to get the results of his COVID test. I think they lost his test.
I think they did too. It was a free test, so.
You see, so go figure.
And chances are it's at the bottom of a turkey burger selection at Kroger, you know, along with the barcode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then my test will show up on there. So we're going to get right to it. But first, we have a few posts that we want to acknowledge.
Oh, okay. You have some that, hi from Southwest Minnesota. Wanda.
Oh, yeah.
Wanda and Bob Moline.
Moline. You'd think they were from Moline, Illinois, but no, they're from Minnesota.
Hey, buddy. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Oh, that's old Scott Hansen, my old college pal.
Let's see, I can do that.
Yeah.
Here, that's what he said.
Hope you're having a good weekend when this pandemic ends. You buying dinner? Yes.
For who?
For him.
Oh, okay.
He can eat for two. He's been known to eat for two. Sometimes he can eat for three if he brings a friend.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to show those posts. Now.
Okay. Here we go. Let me. Here's one.
First post is.
If I can show it.
Mm-hmm.
There. Oh no, I'm sorry, Scott. That was you.
Okay. This is a picture of Johnny Cash eating cake under a bush. Does
that have meaning to you?
I just think this sums up the world today.
Eating with your hand.
The world is like Johnny Cash he's sitting in some mulch. You can see the mulch all over his pants. The cake is all over his face.
I've seen babies that look just like that.
Mm-hmm. And gosh, that just looks like fun. You know, Jolene Sugarbaker was talking about, how do you have fun? Well,
eating cake
at the time was how Johnny Cash had fun, and doesn't it look fun?
Yes.
Yes. And the second post that we want to feature is this one. You can tell a lot about a woman by her hands. For instance, if they're wrapped around your throat, that means she's probably slightly upset.
Yeah. That's wise words. Okay.
And finally, our third one, Pam-demic. Nothing could flatten her curves. Pam-demic. She's much worse than the flu. That sounds like one of those Pulp Fiction novels that sounds really gripping.
And don't you forget it.
So right now we're going to just, with no further ado, we're going right into the interview with
Jackie Byrd.
Jackie Byrd.
All right, here we go.
Here she is. There's a South Dakota connection. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to introduce our special guest. She's a dancer. She's a singer. She's a activist. She's a fashionista. She's a influencer. She's a mother, a grandmother, although you wouldn't believe it because she looks like she's 16 years old. And she's our special guest today. Let's welcome Jackie Byrd. We welcome you. We welcome you. The first time that we've had you on our show, and we love your art. We love look at the costume that you're wearing right now. Can you tell us a little bit about that costume? What inspired you to fashion that?
Yes. Haumitagyapi, friends and relatives. My name is Jackie Byrd, and this is one of my many outfits. And the reason why we call them outfits is because this is who we are. And when I'm wearing this outfit, I'm like 110% like the best I can be. And it's such an honor to be on your show.
Aww.
And I'm always used to watching you. And Terry, you really look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
He's had some work done.
But I've been performing since about 18, 19 years old on the same lineup as you and Terry. So I started way back in the Indian art shows with my mom and dad. And that's how I got to be raised up watching you guys.
Yes, and we were watching you too and your progress, and you've become so much more than just a singer and a dancer. I don't know, I might have left something out. I know you're a designer and a spiritualist and just so many things. Is there anything I'm leaving out?
I can't think of anything. My tribes are Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara. Those are the 3 affiliated tribes through my dad, Gordon, who you know.
Yes.
And then also from the Dakota tribe, the Sistan Wahpeton Dakota from Sisseton, my mom, Joanne, who you also know.
Yes.
Do you guys have any of her artwork?
We don't.
No?
We don't, no.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Well, she's really well known for her impressionistic artwork. And she's mentioned in the South Dakota Hall of Fame for that. And my dad was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really?
Down there. Yeah, for his rock and roll. So I'm their first piece of artwork. And they named me Jackie after the first lady way back then.
Oh.
And in the 60s.
Yeah, Jackie Kennedy. Oh my gosh.
Onassis. Yep. Jackie Kennedy, Jackie O.
Jackie. Oh, you're Jackie O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my upbringing was among the arts. My dad's musical arts, and then my mom's impressionistic arts, and then I carry it in the performing arts.
You had your ukulele, and you designed that. You designed the artwork on that ukulele. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I designed all of these, and I'll show you more things that I designed. Like this other guitar, I get them like at pawn shops. Like this is a nice one.
Yeah. That looks like
This
it might be a Goya.
It's a nylon string one.
Yeah.
I never look at the brand, but maybe it's a good one.
If you get it at a pawn shop,
He said, yeah.
there is no brand.
What is it?
It's a Yamaha. Just kidding.
Oh, Yamaha.
Oh, that's a good brand. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yes.
What else do I have?
It's
Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this one.
okay. Show me.
My dad gave me this Ovation.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's
Long time ago, like I don't know how many years ago, at least 1993.
Yeah. What's the date? What's the date say on the inside of that one?
I can't see it. Or either that, I don't know where to look for it, but so now I don't even play this one anymore. I want to get it in a shadow box.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
That is beautiful.
That is beautiful work. I mean, look at that right behind you. You've got some of your art right there behind you.
You guys want to see my secret weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. Only your show can see this.
Only our eyes only.
This is a stroller I made.
Oh,
geez.
that is so beautiful.
I know, and it's like I can't find anybody to help me reproduce them.
One of a kind.
Because one time I shared it on Facebook, and in about 2 hours there was over 1,000 shares.
Ooh.
So it's a hot
Yeah.
item. In the earlier days, the most dignified item you can make is a cradle board. So then I thought, well, let me make a cradle board stroller.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah,
So-
maybe we should auction that
We'll visit
off.
after the show. We'll visit after the show, Sharon.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else you got back there?
So,
I see you have a palm tree
yes,
For
I
that-
have to have trees.
for that tropical. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yes, here's another dress.
Ah, that is
Wow.
gorgeous.
This is one of my hoop dance dresses. Remember, like at the art shows, the Aztecs?
Yeah.
Remember they were always on the lineup?
Yeah.
Well, one time, Paz's family, they said, can you make our daughters some dresses? And they gave me an Aztec pattern. So then I make mine like that too. Like where they have the slits and then for it to be flare.
And yet there's
But
the Sioux influence. You can see the Sioux influence there too, though.
yeah, the geometrical designs.
Yeah. So it's
And
kind
it's
of
Dakota. Because Sioux means snake in French. So
okay.
that's what they call everybody.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
But you get to say that though.
I get to say
You
that,
don't know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm ignorant. But the Dakota.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Yeah. You know,
My friend, I'm
After-
sorry.
after all, I am just a dumb white guy.
Well, like my friend Jody Fisher, she was Willie Nelson's secretary, and her and I were really great friends. And she loved Native American people, and she just said, "I'm sorry." She said, "Our people are just ignorant. We just don't know."
Yeah.
So that's why I'm explaining like everything.
That's good, though. So if it's a combination of Sioux and Aztec, then it would be Saztec. Yeah. Or Dakota and Aztec, it would be Daztec.
Yes.
Daztec, yeah.
Well, those are my hoop dance regalia.
Oh, cool. And there's
And-
another Get Fiddle. Oh,
Yes.
that is beautiful.
A Washburn.
That's a Washburn? Oh, man, I want that.
Go ahead. What is your address? It's yours. I'll get your address after. I know it's Nashville.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. See, I have to be Dakota before you can hand that off to me. You know, it's not, you can't do that
But
if it's a
but
white
you-
guy saying, I like that, you know.
but you're South Dakota native. You're native of South Dakota, I mean.
Well,
Close
kind of.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always giving those things away. Like we bring Grandma Wildflower. Do you remember Buddy Big Mountain?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We talked to Buddy the other day.
Oh my gosh. Well, one day, just in the same way, he said, I love that 12 string. I said, oh, here, it's yours. I said, can I just use it for this performance? And then I finished the performance. Then I gave him that 12 string.
Oh my gosh.
And then he gave me Grandma.
Look, Grandma.
Wow.
Okay, what does Grandma say? Oh, look at those lips. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
She missed her lips when she was putting on her lipstick. She tries to make her lips bigger.
Grandmas will do that.
yeah. I do that sometimes too.
It gives you that fuller look, you know.
So Grandma, how do you like living there with Jackie?
Oh, I love it. She's my granddaughter.
Oh.
And
She never talked about me before. No more crying, no more crying, hiding my tears in the dark. Yeah, I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying. Now my world doesn't feel so sad. I'm crying looking for you. I'm crying looking for you. Whenever I'm away from you, I always get these lovesick blues. Never ever leave me, and I will never leave you. Whoops, we were.
Yay.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is beautiful. I love the kids
Yay!
in there too. And was your drummer?
Yay.
Was your drummer?
Yeah,
there?
get in here a little bit more, Sheldon.
Well, let's go outside and
Okay.
do some hoop dancing. is Jackie Byrd, and that is fantastic.
She's awesome.
We hope you hung in there for the entire episode, her portion. Because
and I want to thank her son Sheldon for putting together that fabulous video of her dance.
Yeah,
it was so great.
The hoop dance. What we left out was what each of the colors mean. I think yellow was the west.
Do I have my camera on?
No, you have that camera on.
But
that's okay.
There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah. A little more flattering.
Yeah, we're a little bit. Speaking of flattering, here's somebody who has the best makeup ever. Here, let's take a look.
This is a tip from Joe.
Hey there, it's Jolene Sugarbaker, the Trailer Park Queen. And you know, these kids, they don't know anything these days because they have all these fortune-telling spinning wheels now. And back in my day, we had the fortune-telling fish. And this was high-tech back then. And I still have one, and it's a little fish that looks like this. And you would put it in your palm, and it was supposed to do something. I don't know, it was it would curl up. It was like a piece of plastic or something, and it's not doing anything. Let's see. It motionless. It says I'm tired, so I guess that's my fortune for the day. What do you think your fortune is? Leave a comment. I'll see you back real soon. I'm Jolene Sugarbaker, the Trailer Park Queen. Hope your fortune is great.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's our special guest. He's an Undertaker. He's a comedian. He's an influencer in the state of South Dakota. Let's welcome Mark Gramm.
Yay!
I'm so excited to have 2 whole fans. That's kind of nice. 3 if you count Percy.
Yeah, 3 if you count this guy right here.
Yep, there he is. Woo!
There he
Yep,
is. Woo, Percy.
Wearing some of my official merchandise. The collar. I used to sell those when I was in the adult film industry. Go ahead.
When exactly were you in the adult film industry?
Well, I think it was with you, Bruce. That was the scary part. Weren't we in the hotel somewhere in some weird casino, and you said, "Hey, let's make a video." And so I was really scared about coming on air with you today.
That was before the funeral home business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way before. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a short-lived career. Short being the key word. Yes.
And it's a natural progression.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
It really is.
Born to potting. Yes.
That's right.
I was going to ask you, how having a sense of humor when you're in the business that you're in has to be paramount.
It's the only way to survive it. You would go crazy if you didn't have a sense of humor.
Right.
It's also a really good industry to try new material with. I practice all the time. Late night in an embalming room, you get a lot of the same response I get at most shows. It's kind of fun. It prepares me psychologically for it. Yeah.
And that's true, because if you can make those people laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, you could make anybody laugh.
Right.
But
those people.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 900 people in Ipswich.
Yeah, roughly 900 to 1,000 people.
Okay, then
Yep.
I'm just curious. What is the largest funeral you've?
How's the food at some of these events?
Oh, Bruce, it's ham. It's ham sandwiches. My son, when he was little, I suppose he was 9, 10 years old, and he said, "Dad, why don't we ever have ham?" Do you know how much ham I've eaten?
Oh.
Unbelievable amounts of ham. It's just ham. But never a Spam. We don't have Spam.
You don't have Spam?
Well, we have it. It's available in the Dollar General. Dollar General, by the way, based, I think, out of Nashville. They are up here, and so they sell Spam and a lot of other healthy foods, much like Spam.
I like that fried Spam sandwiches and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And
delicious.
The secret that I have is I put mayo chup on it, which is a mixture of mayonnaise.
My God, you are a privileged man, aren't you?
My white privilege is showing, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
Oh, I'm so ashamed.
That the recipe for that is fairly simple. Mayonnaise, ketchup, and you're
But-
done.
Yeah. But see, I'm paying extra by buying Heinz's new mayo chup,
Correct.
which it's already pre-mixed.
because the work involved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So much.
That's true, Sharon. I understand. Yep. You would have to be the one to do it for him. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's best to do it pre-mixed.
She's such a good cook too. Yesterday she made some tofu dogs that were just like melt in your armpit.
And I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually eat the tofu dogs.
Yeah. Nothing
yeah.
like boiling up a couple of tofu dogs.
She has me eating much healthier than I would ordinarily.
Listen, I'm going to give a plug out to my sponsor. They don't they don't know that they're my sponsor yet, but they are.
Yeah.
They will be sponsoring me. Since this whole COVID thing started, I've got one of these COVID tumors going in my midsection area, and it's just growing like crazy. And so I'm starting the new diet, and I'm doing the Waffle House diet plan. The reason that I'm doing that, one, I absolutely love Waffle House. And by the way, if you are down south, make sure you eat at a Waffle House. There's a good plug. That should be worth a couple $. Anyway, or some coupons. Anyway, the deal with it is this, and the reason I'm going with the Waffle House diet plan, they claim they're a Southern franchise, right? Or a Southern company. And well, God dang it, we are in South Dakota.
That's Southern.
South being the key word, and there's nary a Waffle House to be found.
I know.
None. So it's very easy to be on the Waffle House diet plan here. I just simply can't eat now. And so that's why I call it the Waffle House diet plan. And they are now my sponsor.
I'm waiting for the civil unrest to get over so that I can get back to my COVID weight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I actually got a haircut finally, and my hair had just gotten completely out of control because they were all shut down up here. I don't know about down there, but up here you couldn't. Yeah, it was like you were on a list and you couldn't go within 100 feet of a barber shop or a beautician or anything like that. So my hair got completely out of control, and I finally got in and got my hair done. And the guy doing my haircut said, "Well, would you like me to trim up your beard?" And I said, "Yeah, maybe a little under the chin." And he said, "Which one?" I said, "Well, thanks. I really didn't need that. Thanks for the reinforcement." I called him a name under my breath, but whatever. So
that's true.
Carried on.
That's true.
And, but I did get my own, Sharon, because I felt I've seen some of your programs here, guys, and I've been jealous of you, Bruce. So I got my own Sharon here. And glasses, if you notice, are kind of blue. See that?
Look at the glasses.
Can you hear that?
So
Yep, that's my own little Sharon.
Those are cool. And she's wearing a teddy.
Yeah, well, she likes to be that way. And so I got her at a truck stop on the way through Sioux Falls. It was kind of nice.
Wow.
But she's really a nice gal. She doesn't speak much. And much like you, Sharon, she can stand still for hours. I think she's a mime as well. So
let her meet Terry Ree. Here's Terry.
Well, look at there. Hi, Terry. Look, we got a little conversation with him. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I think she's indicating she may have met him before.
He's kicking up a leg there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, it's just a leg.
What you have a connection with race cars? What kind?
Yeah, my son. Well, my son used to race, and we were fortunate to be able to travel all over the country when he raced for the people who own the cars. Yep. And
you've done some announcing for them too, where you're
I used
track
to do
announcer?
A lot of it. Did a lot of that over the years, and just had a lot of fun with doing it. It was only supposed to fill in for a couple of weeks, and then it turned into several years, and then it turned into like 8 to 10 years, and then I said to have that. So
give us an example of how you would do color play-by-play of cars going around the track.
Oh my God! No, that's a weird question.
I'll make some.
Have you never watched a race on TV?
What did you just say? Have you ever watched an
a race on TV? Oh. Yes.
What did she ask? Did she say, have you ever watched an STD?
No,
What's
No,
she
I
didn't
last
say,
those
have you
things?
ever had an STD?
I
She
thought
did
you
not say
said.
that.
No.
I thought you said, "Have you ever watched an aphid eat?"
An aphid eating.
I thought that's what you
Wow.
said.
This must be something that mimes do at their mime conventions is watch the aphids eat. I don't.
It's,
That's where tofu comes from, I think.
yes.
Don't
What
do
was the
that.
actual question?
My question
What's
was,
that?
No, what did you say? What have you ever watched?
have you ever seen an actual race, is what you said.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Yeah.
And I have not. I don't think I've ever watched a whole NASCAR thing or anything like that. It's just not my cup of tea. But
Were
have you?
No. Well, I probably did during the fair circuit when I was working a lot of fairs.
Oh, I did see a demolition derby.
Well, yeah, I've
thing.
seen those.
No, that's much different. Much different.
Yeah.
You realize that you two are putting yourselves at risk now, living in the South and saying you've never been to a NASCAR race.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We're likely to
They're
have the
going to come
militia.
to our door. They're going to
Militia is
drag
going to
us
come
out
to our
and
door.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
take us to an
You'll-
NASCAR race.
They're going to
Yes,
who'd you
they will
vote
force
for?
you.
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, the key to races is sponsors like Waffle House, my
Yeah.
very own sponsor. Yep, we'd like to thank them today.
Yes.
Yes, that's the
Sponsorship
key
is
to it.
important.
Would you explain to us what the pole position is?
Is this in regards to racing or?
I just heard the reference. I wondered what it was.
Yeah.
I was having flashbacks again to my adult entertainment career when the director would yell, "Assume the pole position." But
Yeah.
the pole position is the driver who starts on the inside of the front row, meaning the inside of the racetrack, towards the infield area of the racetrack.
Okay.
That's the guy who is first
Okay.
when the race starts.
You did not know that until just now.
You explained
I mean,
See?
you're not only funny, you're informative.
And an influencer. Yes.
And an
But-
influencer.
Yes.
Yes.
Influencer.
You've influenced
So
many.
I'm waiting for.
So now when
yes.
somebody brings up NASCAR, I can say, well, who was in the pole position? And they will think I actually paid attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. That's good. And then they're going to ask you another question like, did you see? Never mind, because you better walk away fast because it's going to be obvious to them that you don't know squat. So,
I'll say, sorry.
oh, hey, quit with the COVID. There you go.
Have you ever seen an aphid poop? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say that's yogurt, huh? Or,
It's
tofu. That's
it
tofu.
is.
Yeah.
It's yogurt too. It depends if it's runny or solid. That's interesting. You should actually go. I would pay you to go to a NASCAR race and just casually walk through the crowd and ask anybody if they've seen an aphid poop. That would be the reactions would be fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think nobody's going to kick your ass for asking that question. They're just going to kind of give you the RCA dog look,
No, they're pretty much going to kick your ass, Bruce. NASCAR fans will not put up with that sort of thing because this is knowledge that just is really unnecessary. So
that combined with my face, just
right,
rages people. Yeah.
But if you're
yeah,
a microphone, you think,
I don't know.
nobody wants to be witnessed kicking your ass for asking a question about
That's right.
aphid.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an aphid poop? In my life, I could never believe that someone would ask that question. So I'm kind of excited. It's interesting you brought that up, and I'm going to add it to my obituary. I think that I will put in there that, in early June of 2020, the question of have you ever seen an aphid poop just really, really confused me and probably will send me into a tailspin for the remainder of my life.
We could probably Google that. I wonder if there's a video of it.
Of aphids pooping? I'm guessing there are. Bruce would probably already know where to look for that sort of thing. No?
I think you should put that on your headstone and say, would have been fine, but he ate some aphid
poop. Yeah. Do you guys still have a Shoney's down there?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of aphid
Oh,
poop.
baby,
Yes.
we got some Shawnees down here. You come on down.
They call them grits. Look it up. Aphid poop. That's all that is.
It's great.
Yeah.
Would
Aphid poop.
you like a little squirt? I got a little aphid right here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a difference between aphid and aphib. Like, I have aphib.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
Now you're telling me.
Yeah.
A heart that goes.
And when an aphib poops, then you get to see the funeral director. That's kind of the neat part.
It all comes full circle back to you, Mark.
It sure does. Thank you. Yes.
Well, God bless you, Mark. Mark Gramm, ladies and gentlemen. He's our special guest and comedian, influencer, a race car driver, announcer, booker.
Sponsored by Waffle House.
Sponsored by Waffle House, and
Yes.
one of our dear friends. And we value your friendship, not only for your humor and goodwill, but also because you're a funeral director and will someday meet again.
Well, at least I'll meet you. Don't kid yourself. There's a reason I follow you guys around. Biggest part of success, being in the right place at the right time.
Egg.
And I've seen your crowds, Bruce. It's a home run.
All right. Love you, Mark.
Hey, love you guys.
Look
Sharon,
forward to having you on next time, too.
That'll be fun. It'll be fun. Sharon, goodbye.
Bye.
She says bye, too.
Bye.
We're going to keep in touch.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
All right.
Oh my God, he is so funny.
He's a funny man, and he's an undertaker. He's an overtaker. He's a risk taker. And he's a taker. He'll take her to places that she's never been.
Okay.
That's Waylon Jennings.
Okay.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, that's about all we got. Unless anybody wants to say anything on our little, we got this little thing here with the comments.
Mm-hmm.
That
The comments have stopped because most people have stopped watching at this point.
That's true, probably.
Yeah. Yes.
Unless anybody wants to say anything.
Or some people have just flat tipped over as soon as we mentioned Undertakers and stuff like.
Yeah, the last thing that was mentioned was when Ruth Kesson said she loved mayo chup.
Oh.
That was a while ago.
She probably went to the refrigerator, got some mayo chup, made herself a sandwich.
Oh, Mark is awesome. Yes, Alex Bartlett.
Yeah, he does our sound when we come up to the Aberdeen area.
Oh, there
yeah.
he is. Yeah.
And he knows Mark. He's a pal. And Alex's mom is also a pal of Mark's, so that's all good. Yeah. And you can contact Mark at the Gramm Funeral Home.
Yes.
In Ipswich, South Dakota.
South Dakota.
And how do you spell Ipswich?
IP Southwest. No.
Is that right?
IP Southwest. ICH.
Catch hell. IP Southwest. I catch hell.
I catch hell.
Ipswich, South Dakota.
He explained that to us in a segment that we had to cut for time.
Mm-hmm. He lives.
He loves 2 a.m. calls. Now does he?
Do not call him at 2 a.m.
You know this from experience,
Alex, don't you do that now. And also Jolene Sugarbaker. You can catch her on TikTok. She has Jolene Sugarbaker, the trailerparkqueen.com.
And she's on Facebook.
And then Jackie Byrd is also on Facebook.
Yes.
Check her out on Facebook, and she's got all of her merchandise and stuff. There's my cousin.
Ask for prayers
cousin John
for
Williams.
gentleman Jim Reeves. Longtime secretary Joyce Jackson. She's going through a lot of pain, and they haven't been able to find out the cause yet.
Jim Reeves, secretary, longtime secretary.
So we're asking for prayers for Joyce Jackson in Madison, Tennessee.
Okay, get the prayer chain going down there to Madison, and John is in Texas, I think. But
But this is Jill and Jim Reeves' longtime secretary, Joyce Jackson.
Yeah, and that's
So,
concerning
yes.
when you're in pain and you don't. The doctors are
Yeah.
baffled and don't know what it is.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a scary thing.
My mom's 97. She's in hospice in Boise, Idaho, and she never says she's in pain though.
Well, sometimes you can tell she is. Though.
You can, yeah,
but
you
she
can tell,
doesn't know.
but she doesn't always acknowledge that. You know.
Oh, now Mike Hasselberg, are you talking about Mark, that he's up all night? He's up there entertaining the customers.
Yeah, that's right.
Down
And there's
in the
Glenda
embalming
Brecky.
room.
Glenda Brecky.
Hey, Glenda.
Yes. Glenda and Marilyn Brecky. They do our merchandise when we're up in the Dakotas and Minnesota and Wisconsin and stuff. They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
And Glenda is a nurse at a elderly facility, assisted living facility. So we do a shout out to Glenda every time, because without her service and stuff on the front line, who knows what would happen. So thank you, Glenda. And thank you all for tuning in. That pretty much does it for our show. If you have any complaints, please flood Terry Rees' Facebook account.
Facebook page.
And flood his account,
and
because
tell him you sure wish he would be on our show.
Yeah, just tell him to come on. Just do
say, oh, you missed that he's been...
Just do a picture of him in his hot tub or something.
And yes, Donna.
And, Donna Mintz. I love Donna Mintz. And there's Mike Kellerman. Gosh, we got to have Mike Kellerman do a cooking segment from his test kitchen up there in Camrose, Alberta. And ladies, this guy is sexy. So if you like cookies, if you like ham,
he's a cookie and a ham.
He's a cookie and a ham. Love you all. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
And the White Guy Show. I'm telling you, if white guys could get paid every time that they are on social media, this guy would get $12 a month for life.